Hey everyone, Josh Hayes here for ScoreStreak.com, and today I want to talk to you about my top 4 resources for Major League Baseball DFS. Let's go ahead and start with number 1, and I like to use daily baseball data whenever you're taking a look at weather here. Obviously, you got to start with weather because if the game isn't going to go, it's going to get rained out, then you obviously need to know that before you're setting any lineups. So, daily baseball data is pretty great in terms of how they break down the weather. If you go onto their website and click the weather tab, it's sorted by date. And it has every ballpark listed, and it breaks down an hour-by-hour precipitation level, what type of rain, showers, heavy thunderstorms, light rain, and it gives it like a percentage there. So I use that on many occasions and have adjusted my lineups forward and backwards based on the updated information in terms of weather. If you're also a fan of BVP, which is batter versus pitcher stats, they have a great tab there. Broken down by day. So if you want to take a look at those sort of stats, they're a great resource as well in terms of BVP. The number 2 resource I like to use is Rotowire's Twitter feed. So if you go to Twitter and search for Rotowire, and once you go to their profile, there's a list section. If you click on their list and you check under Major League Baseball, that's a great list to subscribe to or pull up anytime that you're looking for the most updated information in terms of daily lineups cards. So that list subscribes to every single beat writer in the nation covering every team in Major League Baseball and some national writers. Everybody who's anybody in the sports writer industry for Major League Baseball and for fantasy baseball purposes is on that list. And Rotowire is they're actually the official provider for FanDuel and DraftKings as far as official lineup updates go. So when you log on to like DraftKings, for example, and you see the green check mark next to a player's name, or you see that little circle with a line through them, indicating that they are not in the lineup, that's Rotowire feeding that information to DraftKings. So if you want to go straight to the source and cut out the middleman, that's the way to do it. If you want to look at it in lineup card format as well, you can just go to rotowire.com, click on the baseball tab, and then there's a daily lineup section that shows you every lineup there as well. That lineup card will be updated from the information from that Twitter list feed that I just mentioned. If you're looking for some more stats and you like weighted on base or isolated power, OPS instead of BVP, Roadrunners.com is probably the resource to go to. I use them a lot for weighted on base. So if you're a WOBA fan and you want to look at WOBA by position or the top hot streak hitters, WOBA just by matchup for the day, sorted by different pitchers and their matchups there as well. Rotogrinders has a daily batter hub tab, which is one of the free stat pieces that they have available in their daily research section. So make sure you check them out if you're looking for some more stats to help set your lineups in terms of hitters. And they have the same sort of option with a daily pitcher hub too. Those two are one of the few daily research options that they have available free on their site. And last but not least, obviously you need to take a look at betting lines in terms of who are the pitching favorites, what are the run line totals are, and who's starting against who for your matchups. I like to go to lines.com because they give you a nice selection. I think they cover 5 different online or offshore betting sites, and they give you a good mix of spreads and over-unders, plus-minuses for your betting line information. If you want to go straight to the source in terms of Vegas, you can go to vegasinsider.com. They have all the betting lines for every casino that has a sports book in town here. They actually even have the NFL odds up for week 1 already as it is. So that's pretty crazy there. So, and a lot of those lines in Vegas are within a half a point or a point of each other. So it's nice to see a good cross-section of all the different casinos, the Wynn, Cantor, and MGM Resorts and all that stuff. But they're pretty close in terms of the lines that are putting out amongst each other, which is why I sort of lean towards line.com to sort of get a better feel of how the line has moved up or down. But there you have it. So there's my top resources for DFS for Major League Baseball. If you want to give us a follow here, you can check me out on Twitter at RotoBaseballPod. Don't forget to like and subscribe this YouTube channel here, and you can also follow us on Twitter at ScoreStreaker. A lot of great tournaments going on here. They've stepped up their game here with 2 weekly free rolls and a bunch of NBA free rolls during the playoffs there as well. So still got a 100% deposit bonus up to $500 and a lot of fantasy baseball action. Good luck in all your fantasy matchups, everybody.